It's my life, it's your life, it's our life, it's our life, it's our life. You got to make a decision.
It ain't no big deal. If you are just tuning in, it's the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Rash, your host. We do this every 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time. I had my dude Vic hit me early and say, man, you got to start saying the times. It ain't like everybody live where you live, man. So you right. This is 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. And back west, it's something else. I think it'll be about 6:30 or something like that. But if you miss it on the west, we always we got Urban Vegas Network that re-airs the show at 7:30 Western, man. On the audio, Urban Vegas Network, man. So y'all know what it is. But anyway, coming to the floor, let's get to this Holla-tics news, man. Now, you know I was talking about this on Friday. Ninjas, I was telling y'all about this. Ain't that right, Ryan? The stimulus talks are at an impasse. According to Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, the White House gave a plan, an amendment to the current floor bill, but it was rejected by the House and even criticized by members of the Republican Party. This means no stimulus till after the president is elected in 2021. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. This is the news. What's up, Holla-tics Mike Garwin? Holla-tics Jerry Birchton checked in. Jerry, we hit your subject not long ago, man. I don't think you tuned in that night, but I did put your floor subject on the floor. Again, if you just tuning in, you don't know how we operate. Our floor subjects, we get them strictly, directly, hot off the press. You ever went to Krispy Kremes and you seen the hot 9 sign? That's how we get our floor subjects. Directly from my Holla-tics, hot now, right off the floor, man. So, Jerry, we hit your subject not long ago, man. One of them podcasts. You know we do this every night, so I don't even remember which one it was. But tonight in the news, the stimulus talks are at an impasse. According to Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, the White House gave a plan, but it was not adequate. An amendment to the current floor bill, but it was rejected by the House, criticized by members of the Republican Party. Does this mean? This means no stimulus till after the president is elected in 2021. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. Now, that last statement is not really a statement, it's a question. It's still a possibility that these people could get off their behinds and go put a stimulus into place, but the likelihood of that is very, very slim, man. So, Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. I want to hear what y'all feel about this, man. Rod say if y'all want to hit Holla-tics, holla-tics.com, man, y'all can catch us on the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. But Holla-tics, man, y'all weigh in on tonight's news. Now, I warned y'all about this, man, and we had so much to say about far as the president or whatever. But in all honesty, this is not on the president this time. I think the president was willing and able to do his part of this, and this was the people that we put in the House and the Senate that's stalling. We take this stuff light, but again, some people needed help, not just personal help. Maybe beyond the little, I ain't gonna say little, maybe beyond $1,000 that was going into their bank account. It was actually jacked up. The 1,200 was the same, but they were giving $1,000 for children. I think it was children under 18, and the unemployment benefits were affected as well. Had a lot of little trinkets in the deal that I felt like the White House was being found. But again, impasse. If you don't know what an impasse is gridlock. If you having trouble thinking about the definition of impasse, just think about impotent. means the same. Flaccid. No action is what an impasse is, man. So Hollatics, y'all weigh in on the news, man. We're gonna let this news wind by a little bit. Then I'm gonna drop my floor subject again. If you got your mouth ready, watering, all hot and bothered for some hardcore backroom, back knuckle politicking, man, you might want to weigh in on the news, man. I'm going a little light on the floor subject tonight, man. So Hollatics, y'all weigh in. I talked to my sister over the weekend. She said, I'll be watching your show. I'll be like, really? Shouts out to my sister if you out there. She never weigh in. My sister's shy, but she'll punch you out over me, though. So that's all that matter, huh? Hollatics, y'all weigh in, man. If you here and you just getting here, this is top of the hour to you. Well, it's really not. We got 10 minutes, but this is the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. I'm Raz, your host, man. We do this every 7:30 to 8:30. And, you know, tonight in the news, the stimulus plans at an impasse. Now, I taped the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast Friday. And then we had the White House saying that, you know, they was ready. They had wet ink on the pen, ready to put something into play. And I couldn't even edit the show fast enough before the situation changed over the weekend. So I had to cut that part off of the audio version of our podcast because it changed so quickly. So Hollatics, y'all weigh in. Y'all don't want to weigh in on this, huh? Y'all so frustrated about what's going on in Washington. Y'all like, you know that, yeah. We good on that, kid. It's all good, man. Hollatickers. Alright, man, I'm gonna go on move into the floor subject. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to weigh in on this again, man. If you ask me, I'm gonna weigh in and then we're gonna get to the floor subject. If nobody else wanna take a shot with this. I can pretty much bet you that we're going to get stimulus package. Again, it's more than just bucks dropped in your account for your personal family, but you also got a lot of business relief wrapped up in that for all kinds. Independent business all the way to the airlines, restaurants. A lot of people need this, man. But if you had to ask me and you think, Raz, what's going to happen? I believe they probably going to find a way to combine it up with your taxes. But who wanted to wait that long, right? You kind of wanted to get into 21 rolling, but I believe they're going to probably roll it into your taxes as you file, and then it's going to create a really big boost for the economy when we get out here and start spending all this money they give us, man. And then whoever's sitting in the White House is going to have the champion crown for that. So if you ask me, I think that's how it's going to go down. I could be wrong. But Hollatics, guess y'all don't want no parts of that one, huh? My man Jared is in the building. Hollatics, y'all weigh in, man. We get ready to move to the floor subject. Again, if you wanted to eat, here you have it. So, coming to the floor tonight. Unlike the impasse that we have here in the house, I had to cut a deal. Now, in order for me to be sitting here holliticking with y'all tonight on a Monday, which it is game day, but this is a special Monday. This Monday here was really didn't belong to y'all because, like, 23 years ago, my wife said I do. And so this Monday became the day I celebrate my anniversary, 23 years. If you follow me on Facebook, of course, I mean, I guess that's probably like my all-time high liked post is when I put my wife on there. I guess we have a consensus on who we feel is more interested, right? So, unlike Nancy Pelosi and our president, I agreed to work tonight because of the deal I made with my wife. And that deal is this, that I would put none other than our anniversary on the floor tonight, man. Ann and I made 23 years. So if you just tuning in, it's the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. This is the top of the hour. I am Raz, your host, Chief Hollatics and Holla-tic. Tonight on the floor, I have the 23 Ann and I anniversary. Me and my wife, man. That is what's on the floor tonight. We married in 1997. I proposed, she said yes. We raised a family of 4 children, 2 boys, Razel and Malik, and my pearls of life, my girls, Faith and Pleasant. So tonight here on Hollatics Live, I want y'all to weigh in, man. My anniversary is what's on the floor tonight. Holla-tic Rod say Nancy Cray Pelosi. He said that like 2 and 3 days in a row because we couldn't get a bill passed. That's what Rod mean. We know how you feel about it, Rod. Holla-tic is y'all weigh in tonight, though. Tonight I am able to sit here and Holla-tic with you because my wife, 23 years, she stuck in there with me. An old politician like myself, man. So that is what's on the floor tonight, man. I want to tell my wife in front of Holla-tic Nation, thank you, baby, for being there for me, hanging in there, keeping it a buck with an engine, or whatever we say in the hood. What's up, Holla-tic? One Galvan JG just checked in the building. You know, I have to acknowledge Holla-tic Warren Galvan, because let me tell you a story about me and Warren Galvan. Warren was the tight end for the MacArthur Generals back when I used to be an athletic trainer. So I used to tape his ankles. So if I don't shoot Warren Galvan, one day when I'm sitting in the studio or NBC or CBS or ABC getting ready to ink this $1 million deal for the Holla-tic Live show, Warren gonna be in the alley with like pictures of me, a little skinny kid with a foot in his chest, and he gonna be like, take me with you into that room. So I have to shout out Warren Galvan because he know me as the skinny little kid who used to tape his ankles back in high school, man. Shouts out, brother. Rod Woe say 23, quite impressive. Much loves and congrats. Already, Rod. You been married a while too, Rod, so you know how it is. You know these ladies, man, they have to put up with our wildness, man. So I have to give a night to my sweet. We taking it light, Holla-tickers, man. Anything you want to know from my side of our marriage, weigh in tonight. I'm just kicking back, telling stories about me and my sweet. Holla-tickers, y'all check in. Now, what's interesting about my wife and I, when she met me, I was who I am today, Lil Rascal, right? Some dudes kind of got invented. Well, I ain't gonna say before. Some dudes kind of started they journey. Let me get my mic out. I don't want my mic out in my face. Some dudes kind of started their journey, and then, you know, or it's cool when your spouse helps you build. Me and Angela built a family together. When I got to her, or when I met her, I was already Lil Rascal, nationally known recording artist, pioneering Christian hip hop. As a matter of fact, that was one thing that caught my wife's eye, is that I was out here in the streets grinding for God. You know, I think my wife is highly attractive, fellas. But if you ever want to shot at a woman like her, you got to be a man of God. So, you know, I think that was my most charming aspect, the fact that I was serving God, man. And when I first met my wife, I was like, she's pretty. She's gonna make someone a nice spouse. I didn't think it was for myself, because I had just come out of a really rough patch when it come to relationships. So I didn't think I would even be with anybody. And so we didn't meet with the pretense of being a couple. We just met being cool. And, you know, we started out trying to become friends. But if anybody know my wife is kind of bossy. It's a great quality, but it's kind of like oil and water with me. But how many of y'all know God can make oil and water mix? People say oil and water don't mix. That's a lie. God can make them mix. What's up, Dan? Checking in, man. Tonight on the floor is my 23rd anniversary, man. I'm sitting here with Ann. And we put in 23. And I told her this morning to say, you know what, baby? I'm going to put us on the floor tonight. She could have said, you know what, it's our anniversary, you ain't working tonight. I said, you know what, if I'm gonna work, I gotta see my Holla-tics, so let me find a compromise right here. So we married in 97. I proposed, she said yes. We raised a family of 4, 2 boys, Razel and Malik, my army, and my pearls of life, Faith and Pleasant, man. All of my kids are grown. Gone. We empty nesters. We finished the race. The Bible says, blessed is a man who has a quiver full. It said, children are a blessing from God. Blessed is the man that have a quiver full. You know, you're going to see trouble in the gate. I mean, it's going to be hell at the beginning, baby. It was. You know, I won't make my story, me and my wife's raising our 4 kids, any gorier than anybody else's, but it wasn't all easy. But we did it. We did it. You could do it. So Holla-tics, y'all check in, man. Holla-tic Gabe Robinson is in the building, man. Appreciate it, Gabe. I always love from you and your family, man. From 4-5, I just jammed Keeper 4-5 produced all the way back to, of course, Jesse, man, and yourself, your brother, man. Y'all are such a blessing to me, man. So I appreciate that, Gabe. Appreciate that, Gabe, man. Tonight on the floor, 23rd, Ann and I. If you saw my Facebook post tonight, this is not news to you. Me and Ann made it 23. And so that is what's on the floor tonight. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in from around the globe. Now, the gift thing, I had to put that on there. I have to start putting that on there, period. Not just for tonight. Because that's just the producer side of me. If I'm really serious about this show, I have to begin to make an appeal for support, man. So I'm not hustling y'all with the gift thing, man. It's just, I had to do that because we are really producing this show, man. And so it makes no sense to not ask for support. Not just viewership, but also financial, man. So it's not, you know, I had to do that. That's not a shenanigan tonight, man. That's actually gonna stay down there from now on. So Holla-tics, y'all weigh in from around the globe tonight, man. We're not put knives to each other's throat, man. We're talking about my wife and myself anniversary now. Back to my story. I met my wife. I was a national recording artist. She was a young hot thing. She was actually being ordained by her church as an evangelist. So my wife used to stand on platforms and preach the gospel. And when I married her, she kind of slowed down because of the family. We grew. I went from single to being a husband and a father all in one slide because I married into my oldest son, Razel. And it's funny sometimes when we pray to God about things that we feel we lack or need, he in returns make you become that, right? Example of that in my life is that I was a kid that grew up without the guidance of a father, and I looked up and I was fathering 4 kids, man, and that's just like it's like the humor of God. He said, you think you need something, but you are what you need. That change you need, that's what you are. And God does that often, man, if you ever just pay attention to him. Holla-tics Rod say, fun fact, in 1997, you also released Cross-Bearing through Grape Tree Records. You are absolutely right, Rod. I married Angela the same year I released Cross-Bearing. You are absolutely right, Rod. Matter of fact, Angie came to the studio. She came to Austin while I was recording the record. She didn't go to the studio sessions. For what reason, I don't know. But she was actually in Austin while I was recording the Cross-Bearing Records, 1997. That's right. Rod say, fun fact, 1997, I recorded my Cross-Bearing record. It was the same year I married my wife. And it's the anniversary is on the floor tonight. Holla-tics, any questions, whatever you want to know, man, y'all weigh in tonight. Now, my oldest daughter, Faith, she's the one people don't see a lot of. Faith could have been athletic, big as her legs are, but she was not the athlete in the family. All of my other kids were athletes. Faith was not. Faith is actually my oldest daughter, and she was like conceived on honeymoon night. When I gave my life to the Lord in 1996, I practiced abstinence, meaning I cut off having sex and all that. And so I guess I was really backed up and potent because my daughter came like immediately on honeymoon night, man. So Faith came, Razel, Faith, then Micah and Malik. Faith came in 97. Was she born in 97, 98? Faith came in 97 as well. Was it 97, baby? Was it 98? I never get Faith's birthday right, man. Shame on me. And before you know it, man, me and Ann was at it. Wisdom in that. It build. People say, what do you look for in a wife? You have to find somebody you can build with. Fellas, I know the good times and the parties and the kicking it and the family events and the cookouts and the shopping sprees, all that stuff is cool, but at the end of the day, you gonna need somebody to build with. And God saw me and Ann could build together. We build a family together, and he put his stamp of approval on it. From time, appreciate it, Mike. Holla-tics Mike Robinson say congratulations. Appreciate that, bro. You know, God put out his stamp of approval. Me and Ed, every now and then we get together and we sit down and do shows together. And I remember somebody asked us, and I laugh about this all the time. They say, Raz, was it ever a time? Well, they asked us both this question. They say, was it ever a time you didn't think you was gonna make it? And I say every week. You know, I was being funny, but at the same time, you know, it may not be every week for you fellas, but you do have that feeling where the person you been with, you thinking, man, is this the one, man? Did I make the right choice? Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, my advice to that is to hit your knees and pray. And if God told you she is the one, then you know, you put your feet in the canvas, you buckle down 10 toes in, pigeon toed, and you try to bear and hang in there. How do you know when you're supposed to stay or when you go, Raz? This person does that, this person does that. Man, it's really a decision you have to make within yourself. But I took standing before the priest very seriously. I felt like if I was gonna give it my shot out, I was gonna give it a shot all of me, rather. And I've never had an incident to take place in 23 years that would make me feel like, you know, I couldn't make it no further with my wife. So that's how we made it, man. Tell people all the time, marriage is a fingerprint. It's not a blueprint. It's not one that you can duplicate and everybody's will look the same if you stick to this one formula. It's actually everybody's is different based on the characters of the individuals. And my fingerprint and blueprint worked out 23 years later. Happy anniversary, baby. Holla-tics, y'all check in tonight. Kareem Bennett, what's up, buddy? You back tonight? We ain't going ham tonight, man. Tonight is light. I'm proving that civilized people can come to a resolution. Unlike the house on the stimulus plan, I came to a resolution with my wife. I said, if I'm gonna work and do the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast tonight, I'm gonna make this about us, baby. This is our 23rd anniversary, man. So that's what's on the floor tonight, man. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. Y'all ask me whatever y'all want. I'm here to answer any questions, man. Y'all have any questions? Like, Raz, how you get a woman like that? I don't care. Ask me whatever you want. If you're just tuning in, you've never been here before. This is the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Raz, your host, Chief Holla-tician, head ninja in charge, the hardest Negro under 6 feet since Easy E. Peace to Eric Wright. Tonight on the floor is me and my sweet, our 23rd anniversary, Ann and I. I married in 97. I proposed, she accepted. We raised a family, 4 children, 2 boys, Rozelle and Malik, and my pearls of life, my girls, Faith and Micah. Pleasant Micah, rather. Everybody call her Pleasant. I call her Micah. Now, you know, that's just a speedball of our story. There's so much stuff we've encountered in 23 years. Most of the trouble has been on me. My wife is a saint, of course. That's most relationships, right? The dude is the anus, right? Holla-tics, y'all weigh in tonight. This is Monday. I say, you know what, man? I'm gonna keep it light on them tonight. We're gonna talk about my anniversary. So y'all weigh in. Now, Holla-tics Gabe Robinson say, how did y'all manage careers, marriage, and raising kids on top of that? True inspiration. Appreciate the, comment, Gabe. Good question, man. Holla-tics Gabe said, how did y'all manage career, marriage, and raising a family on top of that? Good question, Gabe. When we first got married in 97, my wife took backseat to my career. At the time, I was doing really well as a Christian hip hop artist. And 98 fact was like the highlight of my career. I was nominated for a double award, which is, you know, the highest Christian award. So me and my wife flew out to Tennessee. We on the floor with Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin. We did a lot of traveling. So how we managed it was my wife took the back seat early on in our marriage. And as the family got bigger and the trend, you know, music is like this, man. When you the hot guy, you know, everybody's ringing your phone off. They putting you on stages, and then, you know, it shifts. You know, the cycle churns, and then the next guy become the hot guy, and then your phone stop ringing so much. And so when my music career began to slow down, my wife began to step out. And you know, if I had to judge right now, I'm kind of coasting in my career. I'm doing more of the things that I choose to do, more so than being driven by the hot hour. And my wife is like a corporate hotshot right now, man. So how we manage it, Gabe, we recognized what was going on in each other's lives, and the other one, you know, adjusted themselves accordingly, man. Pride come in the midst. Some people go back and forth with their wives, you know, far as who bringing in the bread, and couples, you know, act like that about, you know, I'm doing this and this is what's going on. But me and my wife, we never really had that issue. And far as with the children, you know, people don't believe this, but sometimes multiple kids are easier than one, because they kind of, you know, entertain each other after your school and all that. But when you got one, they demand more of your attention. So me and my wife just threw in. You know, we threw in. God never puts more on you than you can bear. So when it came to our careers, man, we just recognized the seasons. And the other one, you know, took the back seat and let you know, the person who season it was go hard. You know, we never competed when it came to bucks on the table, who was bringing in the most money or whatever. You know, I know that's kind of big nowadays. You know, chicks like you know, I'm making all this money out, what I need a man for. You know, that was never my wife's attitude when she began to become successful in her career. And so, man, we just recognize the times, Gabe. We recognize the signs and the seasons that was going on in the family, in our individual lives, and the other person just adjusted accordingly. And together we remained a united front to our children, you know. Despite us arguing, our kids never separated us. They never could pick one, you know, to play on the other. You know, me and my wife was always a united front to our children, man. So that's how we was able to do it, man. Great question, Gabe. Great question, man. Again, that was Holla-tics Gabe asking, how are y'all able to manage career, marriage, and raising kids on top of that? True inspiration. I appreciate that, Gabe. That's awesome, fam. Gabe say, would you change anything over the last 23 years? I wouldn't, Gabe. To be completely transparent, and this is Holla-tics Gabe asking, that's awesome, fam. Would you change anything over the last 23 years? For me, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, Gabe, I probably would have remained in the engagement stage till I kind of stacked my chips a little better, because I was a young father and I didn't quite get the grasp of managing money properly, Gabe. I caused my family some financial hurt, and you know, there's no shortage in the kingdom. The money was there. It's just and it's there. Listen up, y'all. If you out there and in your vision, you saying, God, where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the money? The money is there. God just kind of he takes his time to get to you till you learn how to manage it. You know, you can lose a lot of money by mismanaging it, and that's not a problem. You can always get back money. You can't get back time though. And so if I had to do anything different, Gabe, it would probably be I would have waited a little bit before I took it to the altar till I was able to manage the money that I was making a little better. Because I made some really good money in the beginning years, and I could have done some things different that would have set us different for these latter years. But I learned a lot on the fly, man. So that's probably the only thing I would have changed. Not my sweet. I would not have changed her. Nothing, man. She's perfect to me. So Gabe said I'm soaking in the wisdom. Real talk. That's real, Gabe. I appreciate it, bro. I'm an open book. You know that, man. You know, you can hit me anytime in the DM, or we do it right here on Front Street, because I think it's helping more than just yourself, Gabe. I think other people are listening, rubbing it in. A lot of marriages didn't last. We knew a lot of people that got married within the 23 years, and a lot of them didn't last. And you know, I never felt like because we lasted so long, we supposed to be out here telling people how to make their marriage work. But I do believe God raises up to be that. If you out there and you need us, man, we will. Me and my wife can't sit down and be professional marriage counselors, because I am an ordained minister at the end of the day. So that is what's true. What's up, Cedric Walker? Holla-tics, Cedric Walker just checked in from KC Mo. Bro, you know why I ain't talked to you in a long time, said? Because I'm still mad at Kansas City beating Houston last season. Not this season, last season. I'm like, I ain't finna talk to this dude. Don't even call me, bro. Tell you change cities or something, bro. Wanna hear that, bro. Shetty say, man, what logs do you use to keep the fire burning in your marriage after 23 years? City Walker say, man, what laws you use to keep the marriage burning, man, after 23 years? He say, tell the wifey I said what's happening. That's right, said I will. Hollatics said Walker say, man, what logs you use to keep your marriage burning after 23 years, man? I don't, man, my wife is like gorgeous to me, man. And I mean, as vain as that may be, my wife still turns me on, man. And I think I'm probably I'm the romantic one in the relationship. So, you know, I be looking at my wife like, ooh, what's up, what's up, what's up? You know that I want it, baby. And I think that's the log you use. You keep it fun, man. I'm a sporadic dude. I know everybody probably are not like me. You might be like an accountant or something, and you live a really structured, boring life. But man, I think the fire that you need to keep it burning, and you got to be sporadic, man. You got to do some stuff that you know, catch your spouse off guard. Find out what they like, man, and then hit them with that. You know, I think you can never learn your spouse enough. And then the stuff that you do know about it, you know, you mix it up. It's like learning to cook. Once you know how to do something well, you start, you know, mixing it up. So that's that fire log, man. It's just you keep the spark just like you need for a fire, and then you keep mixing it up. You keep throwing different stuff into the fire, you know, trips, flowers, whipped cream on the face, running through the house naked when nobody's there. That type of stuff, man. That's how you keep the fire going, man. But that's how, you know, that's Shetty Walker from Mo asked me how you keep the fire burning. Pickle Juice is in the building. Holla-tics PJ is in the building. Holla-tics Reginald Boudreaux is in the building. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. This is the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. We do this every 7:30 to 8:30 each weekday night. I am Raz, the Holla-tics Chief Holla-tician. And tonight on the floor is the 23 anniversary. Me and my wife made 23 tonight. We married in 1997. I proposed. She said yes. We raised a family of 4. This is my most proud accomplishment that is on the screen. And y'all know me, I've done a lot in music and in the kingdom and in ministry, but what you're seeing on the screen is my most proud accomplishment. Pickle Juice say, I knew that minute I heard you do that rap together. Yeah, y'all didn't know. Ann used to spit on the mic. That's what Pickle Juice talking about, man. Ann used to be a rapper. I guess you get too close to me, you start feeling like you could be an MC. But you know, she got some diehard fans. Some people say that you know that was their favorite song of mine, was the one she featured on. And I'm like, get out of here, y'all are so shallow, man. After freaking hundreds of songs, you gonna tell me the little 2-3 song Ann did with me is like your favorite song? Get the heck out of here, man. Anyway, man. Happy anniversary, Raz and Angie from Pickle Juice. Holla-tics. Gabriel Robinson say facts, man. Holla-tics. Robert Hines say happy anniversary. Appreciate that, brother. You just tuning in tonight. It's the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Raz, your host. What is a Hollatic? Person who ain't scared to talk about whatever current subject is on the floor, and including politics. You know, some people exclude politics. Some people say it divides. I don't. I think it reveals. But tonight ain't none of that on the floors. What's on the floor is me and my sweet man, the 23rd anniversary. Y'all comment to weigh in. We feeling it. We loving it. What's up, Kareem, man? Appreciate you, bro. Kareem Bennett say happy anniversary. Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate that. All the tickets y'all weigh in tonight, though. We taking it easy, man. Y'all also send me some floor subjects. Tonight is dedicated to my sweet. It's the 23rd anniversary of me and my wife, man. October the 12th. We put a quarter in almost. I'll be sitting up talking to my wife sometimes, like, a quarter. Something different happened between us. I can't do this again. I can't spend a quarter with somebody. You know, the way we know each other is like, man, it took a quarter, man. So how can you just do that again? You know, you can't just if I put a quarter in with somebody else, they gonna bury me, man. So the way I feel right now about my wife, if I put a quarter in with somebody else, they be like putting me in the ground. That is a long time, man. I loved every year of it, man. It's a push and pull, tug of war, relationships, marriages, true marriages, relationships, also with your kids, man. They will pull so much emotional out of you, you know, and I think it's God. God will get you involved in relationships, because God is in the people business, man. We in the stuff business, right? We like stuff and trying to gain material goods, but God is in the people business, man, and God will put you in relationships that will challenge you, will tug at you and pull the best out of you and reveal the worst in you. You could tell when the relationships come from God, because it will reveal the best and the worst in you. Don't run from that. Sometimes we get in relationships with people and the worst is revealed in us. I say that again in my preacher's voice. I find myself doing this commonly. Sometimes God will put you in relationships where the worst is revealed in you. And you have to see that. And the person has to see that. And it causes you to be humble. Plenty times in my marriage, man, my underwear got pulled down in front of my wife. And it was humbling, but it was God. God is not going to let someone walk with you and they not know what's up, man. So expect that. Do not let them situations terminate your marriage, man. Chase pride out of your life. Chase it out, especially when you're in a relationship. You have to chase pride out of your life. These some of the keys, man. I'm just, going off the top of my head tonight. Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. I'm Raz, man. No bars and stars here, just you and me. Things that concern you the most. And tonight on the floor is the thing that concerns me most in this world. It's my wife, my sweetheart, man. Our 23rd anniversary, man. Happy anniversary, baby. Hollatics, man. Y'all weigh in tonight. Rod Woe say the legend. We a legend. Y'all are a legend. XL edition for sure. If y'all don't know what he talking about, it was an album I created called We a Legend, man. The XL edition. And he's referring me and my wife to that. Appreciate that, Rod. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate all of y'all and y'all comments, man. We winding down. Tonight on the floor was me and my wife's 23rd anniversary. Again, man, if y'all ever wanted to send gifts to us tonight, on the screen is the Cash App handle. That's just not for tonight, though. As a producer of this show, I have to put that down there. I'm gonna start putting that down there. I'm a modest guy. But again, man, I need to give y'all the opportunity to support the show more than just watching it, man. So we're at the top of the hour, brothers. We are winding down. This is the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Rash, your host, chief hollitician, hollaticker, and hardest Negro under 6 feet since Eazy-E. Tonight on the floor was me and my wife's 23rd anniversary. We married in 1997. I proposed. She said yes. Ooh, yes, baby. We raised a family of 4, man. My 2 kids, my 2 sons, rather, Razel and Malik. And my 2 daughters, Faith and Pleasant Micah. Great building with you, baby. We gonna keep building until y'all put me in the ground, and then y'all live happily ever after off of all this stuff that I create and put in the world. Looking forward to continuing to do life with you. And yeah. Hollatics, man, y'all weigh in, man. I'm gonna go about 2 more minutes longer because I got the show started about 2 more minutes longer. If you can, please get over to YouTube and subscribe to Hollatics Live, and we need to get our numbers up over there so we can start live feeding over there. Drop comments, send me messages, whatever. PJ Pickle Juice said, I will say God agrees with your underwear being pulled down in front of your wife, and vice versa. Figuratively and literally, huh? Pickle Juice. That's right, brother. My wife, Holla-tic Angela Harris, say, love you, sweetheart. I love you more. I love you more. I always tell you that. I love you way more than you love me. That's one thing we'll fight about. Holla-tic Uncle Boudreaux says, happy anniversary, sis. I'm gonna be playing some of Boudreaux's music later on this week, man. Uncle Boudreaux is coming out of his trench. He normally just lay in the trench. Boudreaux one of them dudes, when you do Skype calls with him, he don't even stick his face in the camera, but he's finally coming out of his trench and get ready to do some music, man. We're gonna drop one of his songs, and he got a video coming up, man. Shots out Uncle Boudreaux, man. Tonight again, if you're just tuning in, shame on you. We on our way out, but this is the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. I'm Rash, your host. On the floor tonight was me and my wife's 23rd anniversary, man. We married in 97, raised 4 kids, and I am happy to still be in the saddle with you, baby. I love you. Hollatic PJ say, dang it, now I feel bad about cracking the last joke since Angela Harris is watching. Hey PJ, she's always stalking, bro. So don't ever think she's not watching. I think it's more safer to behave like that, man. She's always watching, man. She's one of them silent politicians, bro. But Hollatics, man, I'm on our way out, man. God bless y'all. We're getting ready to close down, man. This is the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. We're getting ready to shut it down for the night. Tonight on the floor was me and my wife's anniversary. Love you, baby. And we gonna hit the floor next week. Well, not this week. I'm thinking it's Friday, y'all. I'm tripping. We gonna hit the floor. They always watching, huh, right? I gotta get out of here, man. Y'all got me cracking up, man. I gotta get out of here, man. Hey, listen, man. Walk with the king, like PJ would say, and be a blessing in all things. And I'm gonna say this on the way out. Hollatics. If you have the opportunity to change someone's life and you have the power to do so, man, y'all take it. This is Raz, man. I am out, man. This is Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast, man. I will see y'all tomorrow night at 7:30. Peace out.